Ready to get us started. The Austin. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And touchdown! Aaron Jones, 66 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for, because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's a touchdown. Hunter Renfrow taking it in. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Check. 40's mine. 40's the mine. 40's the mine. General West on the ball. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Check back. Hey, Zoo. Get it.
Here's Tannehill. Open man is Galladay, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing again is Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And the return will stop right around the 25. They were looking for Johnson that time. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Peyton, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. That's taken on the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So. And they give this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bravo! Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Watch the pass. Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Jones. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Peyton, he'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Slam, slam, slam. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
And here we go on 4th down with Murray. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Here's Murray. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Murray with a 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
54. I'm here all day.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Hey, Haywood. Step.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
60 Pittsburgh. Come on, go.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Johnson was the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It fights him off. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, a gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Let's go.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 5-4. I got it.
5.
Throwing on second down. Tannehill has got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Tannehill. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Your trip is here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2.
Hey, lock it. Hey, orbit. Snap.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Ready. 27 Mike 27. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On second down now. Peyton. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Murray going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Let's go there. 70, Indy.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
10 Lobo.
Hey, watch the slant.
Protein spill. Hit.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 12, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Landry, the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Landry now on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Come on. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl?
Murray to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So an important try here from Matt Bryant. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Open man. It's Vernon Davis. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Come on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. A dump underneath to Jones. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Aaron Jones, 62 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just get the extra point?
You know, I'm all about getting points, and if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Look at that, a diving catch. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
40's Mike. 40's the Mike. Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come. Kill. Mike 40. Mike 40.
61. Matchbox lights. They go.
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Golladay, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, box drop. Hard. Be driven.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flushed out right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. 6-0 our score after 1.
Come on, set. HE Gator.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. Now he's forced out left. He gets it to Humphries. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Get ready. Get ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And his pass incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They come out here in the eye. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it with Jones. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Tannehill. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to get their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Tannehill on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 54 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, wahoo! 6-6, pull it high.
Again, Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
It's Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Ready. Folks, that was the mic. You got nothing.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He wants it all for the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, Okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he coughed it up. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Carlos Dunlap providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Broken tackle. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give me some. Give me some. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Jones has it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Murray now. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Let's go!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Off play action, Tannehill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Come on, set.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
To throw is Tannehill. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, shoot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On 4th down, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sacked there by Bruce Smith. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
47's a mark, boy. 47. Check, 47.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. It's caught. Jones. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now a first down carry by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Again, it's Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie the score at 15-all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. First throw of overtime for Murray. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
You